OSHA has created the Permissible Exposure Limit, or PEL, and ACGIH has created the Threshold Limit Values, or TLV. This information can be found on the SDS, and keeping your exposure below these numbers will keep you safe. The first and most basic rule is to keep your head out of the plume created by your welding. This may seem obvious, but failure to do so is a common cause of overexposure to welding fumes. This is George. George is an alligator. Imagine George's head is the plume from your welding. Never stick your head in the alligator's mouth. Okay, George, let go. I think he's learned his lesson. Keep your head out of the plume. Right, David? Furthermore, you must always ensure proper ventilation. The major types of ventilation are as follows. The first is natural ventilation. If you're outdoors, this would be wind. Indoors, this would be windows and doors. The second type is mechanical ventilation. This would be fans. Finally, local exhaust sucks the fumes and gases away right at the source of welding. Local exhaust can be provided by any of the following: fume extraction guns, fixed enclosures, downdraft tables, or booths with exhaust hoods, adjustable elephant trunk exhaust systems. There are many ways to position an elephant trunk exhaust system, and it depends on your welding conditions and setup, as well as the angle of your weld and your position relative to the work. Determining which type of ventilation is right for a particular welding job is based on the following factors. First, the size and configuration of the welding space you're working in. Next, the number of welders in the space, welding process and current, the consumables used and the material being welded, including paint or plating. And finally, the PEL and TLV exposure limits, which can be found on the SDS. When adequate ventilation can't be provided, you'll need to wear a NIOSH-approved respirator. Don't worry, David. You aren't expected to be able to figure all this out on your own. This is where Dr. Science comes in. Nice of you to join us, Dr. Science. No, Dr. Science, most stylists and manners gurus believe you can never be overdressed. But that's a topic for another set of videos.